Want to install Ubuntu on your phone like I just did? But before we dive into the installation process, let's take a moment to discuss what Ubuntu Touch actually is. Ubuntu Touch is an open source, Linux based mobile operating system designed for smartphones and tablets, developed and maintained by the UBports community. Now, let's explore some of its key features. The interface looks remarkably similar to Ubuntu Linux on desktop. It includes all the essential apps that we typically find on the Ubuntu desktop environment, including the Open Store, which is used to discover and install other useful applications within the Ubuntu ecosystem. When you navigate through its settings menu, you'll find all the standard features that we expect in a phone's settings, along with some additional Ubuntu-specific options that give you more control over your device. The status bar style is noticeably different from what you'd see on a regular smartphone, but you can still easily control your mobile data, Wi-Fi connections, SIM card settings, screen brightness, volume levels, power settings, and all the other essential functions just like you would on any regular smartphone. The Ubuntu Touch terminal provides a fully featured GNU/Linux command line environment, serving as an incredibly powerful tool for system management, customization, and development purposes. Almost everything works perfectly on it, including the camera and other core functionalities. However, there is one significant limitation you should be aware of. You cannot make traditional phone calls on Ubuntu Touch at this time. Now, it's time to begin the installation process, so make sure to back up all your important data before we get started. As always, the very first step is to enable developer options on your phone. To do this, navigate to your phone's settings and then tap on About Phone. Inside the About Phone section, look for the build number. For Xiaomi phone users specifically, you'll need to look for the MIUI version instead. Once you've located it, tap on it 7 times consecutively. You should see a message confirming that you are now a developer. Now, navigate back to the main settings menu and open System Settings. For Xiaomi phone users, you'll need to go to Additional Settings instead. Inside Additional Settings, search for the option labeled Developer Options and open it. Inside the Developer Options menu, you'll see an option called OEM Unlocking, which refers to bootloader unlocking. Make sure that your bootloader is already unlocked. If it's not unlocked yet, don't worry. I've uploaded dedicated videos covering this process, so please go ahead and unlock your bootloader first before proceeding. Once you've confirmed that your bootloader is unlocked, scroll down through the developer options and enable the USB debugging option. After enabling USB debugging, you'll need to boot your phone into bootloader mode. To do this, press and hold the volume down button plus the power button simultaneously, and your phone will boot directly into bootloader mode. Now, let's switch over to our PC. Open any web browser and search for UBports. In the search results, click on the official UBports website. This will direct you to their homepage. On this page, locate and click on the Ubuntu Touch option. After that, click on the Get Ubuntu Touch button. On the next page, you'll see a comprehensive list of phones that are officially supported for Ubuntu Touch installation. You can also use the search function to look for your specific phone model. Now, you'll need to click on your phone model from the list and scroll all the way down until you see the download option. Once you've located the download button, click on it and allow the installer to download completely. After the download completes successfully and the installation finishes, open up the UBports installer. It may take a few seconds to initialize and set up, so please be patient during this process. Once the initial setup is complete, you'll need to connect your phone to your PC using a USB cable. After establishing the connection, the installer will prompt you to confirm that your device is unlocked. Click on the My Device is Unlocked option to proceed. Next, click on the Install button, then select the Wipe User Data option And finally, choose the latest stable Ubuntu Touch version that's available for your specific phone model. The installer will now begin downloading the Ubuntu Touch system files for your phone, so please wait patiently while this process completes. When the installer prompts you to reboot to Bootloader, click on the Continue button. The firmware flashing process will now begin, so wait for it to complete without interrupting. For the next part of the process, you'll need to manually boot your phone into recovery mode. Pick up your phone and press and hold the volume up button plus the power button simultaneously. Once you've successfully booted into recovery mode, click on the Continue button in the installer to proceed with the further steps. After a few moments, the UBports installer will display a success message, indicating that Ubuntu Touch has been installed successfully on your device. Now you can disconnect your phone from your PC, complete the initial setup wizard on your device, and enjoy the full Ubuntu Touch experience on your phone.